This is the late evening of Tuesday, March 10, 2026. Tension is mounting in Borno State as a military strategist on Tuesday sounded the alarm over a rapidly deteriorating security situation in the northeastern Nigeria. The strategist warned that the crisis has spiraled out of control with Bokøharam insurgents reportedly encircling and besieging Maiduguri, the state capital. Now, I don't know whom the military strategist is. I saw the news on Sahara Reporters. But there is no doubt that so many soldiers have been eliminated by the Boko Haram set. In the past week now, we have 100 military officers that have been eliminated just in 1 week, 7 days, 100 of them. So it's not longer a news. So let it not sound a surprise to people. But I understand that, yes, Boko Haram has been, gripping Borno State right from time. But it seems that Borno is about to fall. And I am getting it wrong. I'm getting it wrong in the sense that I thought that if this is actually what they want to do, I thought that it will start from Sokoto State because I knew their plan and I made a lot of videos. I think 3 videos. I made 3 videos about how these people are going to take over Nigeria. If you listen to my video where I explain the 4 principles of war that the Boko Haram said that Kurawa these people are using, I talk about Takeover, I talk about Ahudabia, I talk about principles of infiltration, I talk about the principles of human shade. So the principles of infiltration is what they are going to use to take over totally if they succeed, of which I know they can't succeed all over Nigeria. They might succeed in the northern part, especially in the northeast, northwest, and all those Bauchi, Kano. Okay, they can succeed, no doubt about that. But when it comes to middle belt, now it will be very difficult for them to succeed. In the southwest, like Kwara, southern Kogi, they might succeed in those areas. They will not succeed in the southern part. They will not succeed in the southeast. So these are the areas they will not succeed because before they could take over all these places, the people will resist and, the world will be interested and something, big is going to happen. Now, this is how I explained this thing earlier, that if these people are about to take over Nigeria, that you will just be hearing that in the morning, breaking news, Maiduguri or Sokoto fell under, or Sokoto has fallen under the hands of ISWAP or Boko Haram, no matter the name you call them. And Nigerian armed forces and the fighter jet has been deployed. They are resisting them. Maybe in the afternoon you will hear that, Nigerian fighter jet has been shot down and there is a miscommunication and chaos within the military. It seems that Borno, they are dividing their attention to Maiduguri as well. Maiduguri has fallen in the hands of ISWAP. They are resisting them. Before you know, they have declared Sharia caliphate. They will be pushing. And before you know, the military will start surrendering. Yeah. Many people will start surrendering. I explained this thing to you before when I talked about the principles of infiltration, how Afghanistan even frustrated the US army in Afghanistan and they left because they infiltrated the army and when the battle was fierce, they started giving up. The Afghanistan army that the US was backing started surrendering to Taliban. So the US saw that, no, this is collusion. So that is what will happen in Nigeria. A lot of them are already in the army. They are giving information day-to-day activities of the Nigerian army. Boko Haram defeating the Nigerian soldiers, defeating them almost every time now. It's not because they are more skilled. It's not because they have, more power and so on and so forth. I know that they have firepower, they have ammunition, uncountable, and seasonless one they can shoot from now to tomorrow. But they are not supposed to be killing Nigerian soldiers if actually there is no intelligence, Boko Haram intelligence in the army. They have infiltrated everywhere to their sorrow. Now, pay attention. I am telling you this so that you will reflect what has been going on in Nigeria. A national security meeting was held in conjunction with the U.S. intelligence. You see, U.S. is just looking Nigeria. U.S. is just looking Nigeria. They thought that maybe U.S. don't know what they are doing. They had a security meeting with the United States representative in Aso Rock, Abuja. And they talked about sensitive things. And they mentioned Sheikh Gumi as part of the people who are sponsoring terrorism. Do you know what? Before the meeting could finish, they gave Gumi a call. Look at what they are discussing. Gumi posted it on his Facebook. That someone from the security meeting, look at what he told me. Do you get it? Now, Gumi latest interview, though that is not the first time he made that statement. Gumi's latest interview right now, he was caught saying that the Nigerian government, in other words, Tinubu is the head of Nigerian government. He was saying that Tinubu knows the name and the location of the whole terrorists in Nigeria. Name and location is not something you could say that someone knows if someone is not sponsoring them. For you to know their location, you must have been sending people there. For you to know their name, you are paying them based on group by group, their names, their leaders. That is a very grievous indictment. You know what? I've been expecting for someone to say that, let us, troop out to condemn this. Let us troop out to hold Tinubu responsible. In the same word, Tinubu should not be talking about 2027. He should be talking about going to jail. Yeah. Tinubu should be talking about going to jail, not about 2027. He was accused of such thing. Look at what Daniel Bwanda told the world, that he formed these people. Gumi just hint another one, that Tinubu knows their location and their name. The world is watching. You people think that nobody is taking note of what is going on. This is terrible. Now, I am saying this for you to understand that the terrorists are not alone. People in government are with the terrorists. And there is no two ways about that. People in the government are with the terrorists. They are working with them. They are rapporting with them, like they have constant communication. They know their location. They know everything. They kidnap school children. They pay money. They pay like $2 million. And they will still go and collect them without hurting them. Look at children, child soldiers. They put on the clothes of the slave military officers. The military officers that were killed. The children of the Bokøharam put it on. You people don't understand the message they are passing. These are the Sharia soldiers. These are the caliphate soldiers. They have ruled out Nigeria totally. They have ruled out Nigeria. So people should be able to understand the handwriting on the wall. I wish that everyone staying here in Nigeria will just understand what is going on. If you understand, no problem. If anything happens tomorrow, it will not be like a surprising thing to you. It will not be like a surprising thing. So let everyone be careful. This soldier now is warning that Maiduguri, Borno State is about to fall, that they have circled around it. Guess what? Everybody knows what is going on. And the US officials who are in Nigeria, they have not received order to work. You understand? They have not received order from America to work. And the Nigeria government is expecting that the US Army will start giving them an advisory role, sharing intelligence. US is not stupid. They are not stupid. You hate them to the level you want to hate them. That is not my business. But they are not stupid. When US was contracted to come and help rescue the Chibok girls, they map out strategies. Coming to take them, the strategies they mapped out have been revealed to the terrorists. They are putting on masks. So US is not stupid. When they came to rescue their own, when one American missionary was kidnapped in the border between Nigeria and Niger Republic, they flew. Navy SEAL came. They picked him up and returned to America. No devil. You understand? But the people in the government are so biased and, terror-loving people that they will not allow this US to work. And that is why we are just waiting for command. Command will come. US will, they will do something silly in Nigeria. And many people are not going to like it. And that was the promise. Donald J. Trump, promised Nigeria that he is coming to do something that people are not going to like. You understand? He said, I am going to come into the country to take away these terrorists. And I'm going to do something that the country is not going to like. Yeah. I know that it's not what people are going to like. Look at everywhere. They are chanting death to America. You see, Nigeria has never been won. Nigeria is not supposed to be won. That is why people in government are now showing solidarity with Bokøharam, because they think the same thing, this is the same ideology. They are fighting for one thing. Then the rest people, how are they going to go? When we come out to talk about divide Nigeria, people, because of stomach infrastructure, I want to be this, I want to be that, it is my turn. Look at this life we are. And the reason why I don't fear death again, the reason why I don't fear anything, I don't even fear bomb, because you know why? It only leads to death, and I'm not afraid of death. There is nothing you are going to do in this life that is going to pay someone more than death. So if you see someone who have conquered death, be very careful about the person. What I'm trying to say is that we are at a stage right now where these people will start coming up without fear. They will start coming out without fear. They will start, telling people so many things without fear. They will start, in fact, trying to declare Sharia state without fear. Watch out. That is what is about to start happening now. Okay? Remember, I told you this, and it's going to happen. They will start declaring Sharia state. They can even come out to declare caliph. People will rejoice when they do that. People will rejoice when they do that. And they will be thinking they are doing US, they are doing Israel, they are doing Christians. The reason why many people hate US and Israel is because of Judeo-Christian and Western values that Bokøharam said it is prohibited. And these people are just sympathizers of this Bokøharam. So it is unfolding. Yeah, it is unfolding. Everybody should get ready to what to come. This is not to, put fear on people. No, this is just to let people know that this thing is going to happen. It might take time, but it is going to happen. And anyone who is still backing Tinubu to supporting these terrorists, it's not fair. It's not fair. At least, if you don't believe in Danjuma, you don't believe in Kundon Laomi, you don't believe in General Rabo, you don't believe all these people, soldiers, retired and serving, who have come out to tell you the truth. Now, believe Dainebwanda, okay? If you don't want to believe Dainebwanda, believe Dauda Lawa or Father Neya. All these people, all of them have confessed. Okay, if you don't believe one of them, believe the chief, the chief sympathizer, Sheikh Ahmed Gumi. He said that government knows their location and everything. They knows their name.